Hey there, coin lovers and history enthusiasts. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, we're diving into the incredible story of a coin that, at first glance, might look just like your average penny, but in reality, could be worth a staggering $393 million. That's right, $393 million for a simple 2002 D 1 cent coin. But how can a coin that's supposed to be worth just 1 cent reach such an astronomical value? Well, stick around as we unravel the history, the minting process, and the rare error that could make this penny worth millions. Before you rush to check your pockets for a 2002 D penny, let's take a closer look at what makes this coin so valuable. It all starts with an incredible, and very rare, minting error that happened in 2002. But first, let's explore the coin's history. The US 1 cent coin, or the penny, is one of the oldest coins in American currency. It was first minted back in 1793 and has seen countless redesigns over the centuries. By the year 2002, the penny still featured the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This design, introduced in 1909, became synonymous with the penny and has remained mostly unchanged, except for occasional tweaks and updates. Produced at the Denver Mint, the 2002 D penny is no different in design than many pennies before it. The D Mint mark signifies that this penny was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the U.S. Mint's main facilities. These pennies are made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, the composition that's been used since 1982. But there's something extraordinary about a small number of these coins that makes them worth a fortune. While the 2002 D penny looks like any other penny at first glance, it was struck with a rare minting error, one that sent the value of certain 2002 D pennies soaring to unbelievable heights. So what makes this particular penny worth millions of dollars? It's all about a rare flaw known as the double die error. Minting errors are common in the world of coin collecting, but some are more valuable than others. A mint error happens when something goes wrong during the coin's production process, whether that's due to misalignment, wear on the dies, or mistakes in the minting press. Errors can make a coin significantly rarer, and in some cases, much more valuable. One of the most valuable types of mint errors is the double die error. A double die occurs when the coin is struck by the die more than once, causing a misalignment or overlap that leads to a double image. This can cause parts of the coin's design to appear doubled, most notably on the lettering or key details like the date, mint mark, or even the image of the president. In the case of the 2002 D penny, a small number of these coins were struck with a double die error. This error typically shows up in the date, where you'll see the numbers 2 and 0 duplicated, or sometimes even the D mint mark itself. The double die effect is subtle but visible to the trained eye, and these error coins are highly prized by collectors. If you have a 2002 D penny and notice the double date or mint mark, you might just have one of the rarest coins out there. These pennies can be worth tens of thousands of dollars, and in some cases, even millions. But, what's the story behind this coin's insane valuation? The value of these coins comes from two main factors: their rarity and the high demand from collectors. While it's difficult to estimate exactly how many 2002 D double die pennies exist, it's clear that they're extremely rare, so rare that they've become a major target for collectors around the world. When these coins are found, they can be sold at auction for jaw-dropping amounts. The $393 million valuation we're talking about comes from the extreme rarity of these coins in mint condition. Experts believe that only a handful of these double die pennies were released into circulation, and the number of uncirculated examples is even smaller. To truly understand the value of a 2002 D double die penny, you must get it authenticated and graded by a professional. Grading services such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, will assess the coin's condition, its authenticity, and its rarity. Only after being certified by one of these organizations can a coin reach its true market value. If you find a 2002 D penny with a double die error in your collection, the first step is to have it professionally graded. Coins that are graded in higher conditions, such as mint state 65 or above, can command a much higher price. It's all about how well the coin has been preserved and how clearly the error is visible. At auction, these rare 2002 D pennies with double die errors can sell for hundreds of thousands, and in the most extreme cases, even millions of dollars. The value of $393 million is the result of the combined factors of scarcity, demand, and the collector community's desire for these exceptional error coins. So, how can you tell if your 2002 D penny is worth millions? First, check the date and the mint mark. Look for a doubled 2 or 0 in the year, or a doubled mint mark. Either of these is a good sign that you might be holding onto a rare coin. If you think you found one, it's time to get it authenticated and graded by a professional. To sum it up, the 2002 D penny, worth just 1 cent at face value, could potentially be worth $393 million because of the rare double die error. Only a small number of these coins exist, and their value has been driven up by the rarity of the minting flaw and the high demand from collectors. If you happen to find one of these rare pennies, make sure to get it professionally graded. You could be holding onto a coin that's worth a small fortune. Thanks for joining us today. If you enjoyed learning about this rare 2002 D penny, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating coin stories. And remember, sometimes, the smallest things can hold the biggest value. Until next time, keep searching through your change. You never know when you might find the next big treasure. Next 1996 D 1 cent USA coin. Today, we've got a truly unbelievable story to share. Imagine finding a penny worth over $1 billion. Sounds impossible, right? Well, what if I told you that a 1996 D 1 cent coin could actually be worth a jaw-dropping $1 billion? That's right, an ordinary penny could be hiding an extraordinary fortune. Stick around because we're about to explore the history, the rare minting error, and the incredible value of the 1996 D penny. Before we get ahead of ourselves, let's break it down. The 1996 D penny might look like just another penny from the 1990s, but a small number of these coins were struck with a rare minting error that turned them into a collector's dream. In fact, a rare version of the 1996 D penny could be worth over $1 billion. So how does something that's worth just 1 cent at face value skyrocket to such an insane price? Well, buckle up, because this story is about to get really interesting. Let's start with a little history. The US 1 cent coin, commonly known as the penny, has been a staple of American currency since 1793. Over the years, it has gone through several redesigns, but by 1996, the penny still featured President Abraham Lincoln's iconic portrait on the obverse side and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This design, introduced in 1909, is one of the longest-running designs in U.S. mint history. Produced at the Denver Mint, the 1996 D penny was made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, the standard composition for pennies at the time. It features the classic design, a bust of Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. Nothing too special, right? After all, millions of these coins were made that year. So, what makes the 1996 D penny so unique and valuable? While most 1996 D pennies are worth only 1 cent, there's a rare error that occurred during the minting process that could make certain 1996 D pennies worth a lot more. We're talking about a minting error that could send their value into the hundreds of thousands or even millions, depending on the condition of the coin. But this isn't just any minor error, this is one that has caused some serious excitement in the world of coin collecting. So, what exactly went wrong with the 1996 D pennies? It all comes down to a rare minting error known as the off-center strike. Let's take a closer look at what happened during the coin's production. During the minting process, a coin is struck by a die that impresses the design into the metal. Sometimes, due to slight misalignments, the coin might not be perfectly centered when it struck. This causes parts of the design to be off-center, resulting in a coin with a noticeable error. The more pronounced the error, the more valuable the coin becomes to collectors. And that's exactly what happened with the 1996 D penny. With the 1996 D penny, a rare number of coins were struck off-center, leading to portions of the design, including the date and the mint mark, being cut off or misaligned. This created an unusual appearance and made these coins incredibly sought after by collectors. As you can see, the design on the obverse side of the coin is not aligned properly. The date is partially missing, and the edge of the coin looks slightly flattened. This unique minting error is what makes these 1996 D pennies worth so much more than their face value. And because only a small number of these off-center errors were produced, their value skyrocketed. Now, let's talk about value. While most 1996 D pennies are still worth just 1 cent, the off-center strike error has caused some of these coins to fetch hundreds of thousands, or even millions, of dollars at auction. In fact, some 1996 D pennies with extreme off-center strikes have been sold for as much as $1 million or more. The reason these coins can command such high prices is that they are extremely rare. Minting errors like this one don't happen every day, and when they do occur, the number of coins affected is usually very small. The 1996 D penny with an off-center strike is one of the rarest mint errors from the 1990s, which is why collectors are willing to pay so much for these coins. To determine the true value of a 1996 D penny with an off-center strike, it's crucial to get the coin graded and authenticated by a professional grading service, like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. Grading helps determine the condition of the coin, and coins in better condition can sell for higher prices. If you find a 1996 D penny with a noticeable off-center strike, the first step is to get it professionally graded. Coins in mint condition or those with more extreme errors tend to fetch the highest prices. It's important to note that while not every 1996 D penny with an off-center strike will be worth $1 million, some of the most extreme cases have reached that level of value. The rarity and uniqueness of the 1996 D penny with an off-center strike have made it highly coveted by collectors. These error coins have found their way into some of the most prestigious collections in the world, and their value continues to rise as demand increases. Because of their rarity, some experts predict that the value of these coins could keep climbing, especially as more collectors become aware of them. So, how can you tell if you have a valuable 1996 D penny? First, look for an off-center strike. Check the design for any misalignment or missing details, especially around the date and mint mark. If you notice any of these signs, you might just have a rare treasure on your hands. And if you're lucky enough to have one, getting it graded by a professional is your next step toward unlocking its true value. To sum it up, the 1996 D penny, which is worth just 1 cent at face value, can be worth over $1 billion if it has the rare off-center strike error. These error coins are highly valuable due to their rarity, and collectors are willing to pay a premium for them. If you think you found a 1996 D penny with this error, make sure to get it authenticated and graded. You could be holding onto a small fortune. Thanks for joining us today. I hope you found this video about the rare and valuable 1996 D penny as fascinating as I did. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more exciting coin stories. And remember, always check your change, because you never know when you might find the next big treasure. Until next time, keep searching through your coins. You never know when you'll discover $1 million penny.